Hey, Tubers Taco Tonse here, and welcome back to some more League of
It's
Legends.
nearly time.
Alright, here we are. Now, this is actually a game I played yesterday, and long story short, I couldn't record at the time because my roommate was home, so I wasn't able to actually get down and do some commentary while I'm playing. So we're going to do some post commentary here and just talk a little bit about this game, just talk about some of the things going on. So this is obviously an ARAM, and I'm playing as Singed in this round, and I have no idea how to play a Singed. I think I played a Singed once or twice. In normals or something. I think I had played against the Singe one day, and needless to say, he was kicking my butt, and I was like, well, this is kind of annoying. So let me try to learn how to play some Singe. So I believe at the time, I think he might have been, I don't remember how much he was RP wise, but sorry, influence points wise. I don't know how much his IP cost was, but I ended up buying him, and I played him a grand total of one time in normals, and yeah, I haven't touched him since until I played this ARAM game. So, needless to say, not really one of my strongest champs, but he's pretty fun overall. I like. He's very much of a troll character. I feel like because you do the poisons, and especially for somebody who doesn't really know how to play the game. Yeah, they can really get caught up in dealing with all the poisons from the Sing. So. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I didn't get a chance to really do too much of that because, like I said, hold on a second. Because, like I said, I was never really much of a Singe player, so it was kind of new doing this. But I think towards the second half of the game, I was kind of learning what to do with Singe. I know at first I was focusing so much on AP, I wasn't really doing anything tanky, and throughout this game, as you can see, we don't really have much. No, I think we had a Shyvana. Yeah, so I had a Shyvana who was pretty tanky, but at the same time, I was just kind of like being pretty useless because I don't know. I just never played it before, so that's why I like ARAMs, because ARAMs gives you a pretty laid-back way of at least learning how champs work. In normals, I don't know. It's so frustrating playing normals with a champ because there's that pressure to win because it's normals. And I understand it's a normals aren't ranked, and that's notwithstanding, it's still I don't know. For me at least. I hate playing normals and losing, so it's a lot of pressure for me to go out and actually perform well in these normal games with these new champs. So, but at the same time, it's really the best way to learn. And you can sit there and play as many bot games as you want, but you don't really learn all the ins and outs of the champ and how they are to be used in certain situations. You know what I mean? So, no, it's super cool. Playing as these champs and ARAMs, but really the best way to learn it is, I guess, through moments and stuff like that. But I don't know. Since it was fun, and I guess I learned a little bit more about him, so I might give him another shot. But we'll see. But I don't know. I kind of treat champs the way I treat Steam sales. I buy a lot of champs, and I'm like, oh, this champ seems pretty fun to learn. And then next thing you know, never actually end up using that champ. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying, and especially with this game. You want to know how to use champs because, I mean, granted, you may not actually use them, a lot, but at least knowing how they play, knowing their strengths and knowing their weaknesses, and the best way to really know that, aside from actually playing against them over and over again, is actually playing against the champs. So yeah, so that's something I know I need to do in the time being, is just learn some more champs, just so I can I guess be better at the game overall, and like how I need to defend against champs, what to watch out for, and all that stuff. So that's something I definitely want to focus on, at least in this this streak of playing this game, because like I said, I've gone through a lot of phases where I play the game and I quit because I get frustrated. But again, it's something I want to learn how to play this game and be good at it. So I don't know, but that's that. So that is Singed. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of ARAMs too lately. I hated ARAMs in the past, but I don't know, ARAMs are nice quick and easy, so I do enjoy playing ARAMs. I always thought before, oh, ARAMs don't really teach you anything about the game, blah, 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 but, I mean, I don't know, dude, it's super fun, and I enjoy playing it, so why not play some ARAMs? So I don't have to be all, like, elitist about the type of League of Legends that I'm playing, because that sounds pretty stupid, if you ask me. So, I don't know. So, what are some cool things that happened today? Oh, I'll tell you what happened today. A new Dragon Ball series was announced, Dragon Ball Super, which is pretty amazing. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Dragon Ball Z is pretty much the lifeblood of my younger years, and it was, I mean, I know Dragon Ball Z is the gateway anime for a lot of people, and for me it definitely was the case. I remember, I think I saw my brother watching that, like, I don't know, it was probably back in 99 or something, I don't really remember, or 98, and I remember seeing it for the first time. I thought it was the stupidest thing I had ever seen, and I think it was during the first run of the show, because they were going through, I believe, it was the Vegeta fight. I think it was the very beginning of the Vegeta fight. I think the first episode I saw was the Cyberman, killing Yamcha. Poor Yamcha, may he rest in peace forever. But I think that was the first episode of Dragon Ball Z I had seen, and I had seen like some bits and pieces. I think a lot of it was part of like the Gohan training, all those escapades my brother watched. I was like, this is so stupid. What are you watching? This is dumb. And I never really watched anime before, so even like the art style was kind of strange, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, man. I started getting hooked. I don't know what actually got me into the show. I think it was that Cyberman episode because Yamcha had died and all this and that kind of stuff, and the Z fighters were in trouble. I was like, oh man, what's gonna happen next? So, man, I'm dying a lot. So yeah, I got pretty hooked on that show after that, and yeah, needless to say, it's by far one of my favorite things to sit back and watch anytime, any day. This is gonna sound super lame, but it's probably a show I'm gonna probably watch, probably for the rest of my life, just because I really enjoyed it. I like the show so much, and I think it's well done in the sense of it captures the imagination, especially for me as a child. It captured my imagination and just really got me interested in the characters and that kind of stuff. And I was a huge Vegeta fan. And that was the first TV show I had ever seen. I guess honestly it was the first cartoon I had seen with an actual storyline to it. But it was also the first show I had really gotten into where somebody who was evil, such as Vegeta, and they actually ended up turning into like this weird anti-hero and that kind of stuff, and then actually became a hero towards the end of the series. And that's I don't know, I love that so much. I thought it was so cool. Vegeta was my favorite character in that show by far. When I had started watching Dragon Ball Z and into the Namek Saga and the Cell Saga and all that stuff. I don't know. I guess my favorite moments of the show, obviously Goku turning Super Saiyan 2, definitely one, or I'm sorry, Super Saiyan. One of my favorite moments in the show. Honestly, the whole Namek Saga, the whole build up to the Frieza fight, something I really loved. I don't know, he had that sense of, oh man, these guys are super strong, and then Vegeta coming back, and you didn't really know, especially at the time, I'd never seen the show, you don't really know what his end game is, what he wants to do, what he's trying to do. He wants to get the Dragon Balls to wish for immortality, but outside of that, it's just there was so much going on in that Namek Saga. That was so awesome to me as a little kid. And then I was fighting all these games, but I can't play right now because I'm recording. But anyway, so yeah, so just so many cool things going on throughout the Namek Saga, which I really like. And that was pretty freaking sweet. But yeah, Goku turning Super Saiyan, the Namek Saga in general. Let's see, was there anything else? Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2 by far, awesome. And yeah, the Kamehameha battle between Cell and Gohan. And I mean, those are some pretty cliche things. I guess another one of my favorite things would be Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive, because that was absolutely hilarious. And it really upset me when they did Dragon Ball Z Kai a couple of years ago. They did not include that episode, which they should have, because that was freaking awesome. Because Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive was comedy gold. And it wasn't forced comedy, and that's the thing, because in the Buu Saga, you got to a point where, I don't know, the comedy in the Buu Saga, it was so stupid. I hated the Buu Saga, because honestly, the first half of it was Gohan doing his, Great Saiyan thing, and that drove me absolutely insane. I hated that. And then the tournament was kind of cool, I guess. And you see the Supreme Kai, and oh, I wonder who this guy is. You see the next bad guy, and then they introduce Majin Buu and all that kind of stuff. And keep in mind, obviously Dragon Ball Z was out for a long time, at least in Japan. But I did my best to stay as ignorant to the show as possible, so I wouldn't want to spoil anything. So I didn't really know what Majin Buu was, who he was. But yeah, so seeing the Supreme Kai, you think, oh man, there's bad guys, and et cetera, and how that go on. And I don't know. I think. Because I was talking with this about a friend at work that the Buu Saga, I think, is good once the Buu stuff actually happens. I don't care about the Great Saiyan. I really don't care about even the fights and Bobby's little spaceship. I just don't care. The Majin Vegeta thing was cool, but that was pretty much only saving grace before the Majin Buu fight. But once the Majin Buu started kicking up, I noticed when I rewatched the series a couple years ago, it was such a drag to get through the first half of that saga. But then once the second half came, once it actually became something to fear and actually there was more action going on, it recaptured the magic of Dragon Ball Z, and I found myself I was hooked. At least up until the last couple episodes after they killed through and absolutely nothing happened. So I don't know. So my hope for Dragon Ball Super, which is the at least the Japanese name for now. I mean, I don't want them to go completely serious. I don't think they have to, but I just think a lot of the forced comedy, at least that I felt was in the Buu saga. I hope that's being taken out. And like I don't expect Dragon Ball Z to be super serious all the time. It would be nice though, because like the freaking Frieza saga and the Cell saga, those are awesome. They had their funny moments, but the Buu saga just drove me insane. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see more of the Super Saiyan God. I actually have the Battle of Gods movie on my Google Play account. I just have yet to watch it, and I don't know why. I bought it. I was super excited to watch it, and I keep forgetting to actually have it. So I need to actually sit down and watch that movie. I think I saw the first 10 minutes or so of it. I saw Bills and I don't know whoever his homeboy is. I saw those guys, and that was pretty funny. That was humorous, but I thought that was well written humor because that was actually pretty funny. Just with the way those two interact with each other, and I'd be okay with that kind of humor in Super, but I don't know. I just all the stupid stuff that happened in the Boost, like I just hope they kind of just weed that out, so to speak. But I don't know. So what I saw, Battle of Gods was pretty cool. I'm super excited for a revival of that. I think that's going to be freaking kick-ass because Frieza's my favorite villain in the series by far. Just that sense of fear, that sense of doom whenever he came up on camera. I thought that was so cool. So I was a huge fan of Frieza. Well, I wasn't a huge fan of him then because I was very much, I want the good guys to win. But looking back, such a great character for that show and such a great villain. I think one of my favorite villains. Any show, any medium. If you ask me, I'm gonna die right here, aren't I? Let's see. Freaking Lux. But yeah. So Frieza was one of my favorite villains of any medium that came out. Freaking awesome. So yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z. I don't really know if I have anything else to say. I gotta watch Battle of Gods, Revival of F. I don't know when that's gonna make a English dub release. And I'm the type of person, I like the English dub better than the Japanese dub. I don't care what anybody says. I think the Funimation team does a good job. I really like, and like growing up and hearing those voices my entire life, it's hard to want to go back and listen to somebody else's interpretation of Goku and Vegeta and stuff like that. It's hard for me to actually sit down and watch the original Japanese voices because I don't know, it doesn't speak to me like Dragon Ball Z, the English version does. But no, nothing against them. I think they do a fantastic job, but it's just not my thing. It's not for me. So, especially with Revival of F, I could watch an English sub version of it, but I don't know. I don't think it'll really capture the magic for me. So that's why I waited to watch Revival. That's why I waited to watch Battle of Gods, because I wanted to hear it in the English voices I was accustomed to. So I don't know. Is it sacrilegious as an anime fan? Sure, why not? I don't really care, but it is what it is. Although I also will admit I'm also going through One Piece right now because I was ready to find a new anime to go to or to start watching, and I don't honestly I don't really watch too much anime, but like I have some here and there. Like there was a couple random series like the Persona animation I was watching just because I'm a huge Persona 4 fan. But yeah, so a lot of animes I didn't really get into. But One Piece it's getting in pretty well. It's funny because a lot of the voices in the English Funimation dub are actually in Dragon Ball Z Kai. So I know Luffy is played by Colleen Kinklebeard. I don't really know her name by heart. But the voice of Gohan in Dragon Ball Z Kai, Christopher Sabat oh my gosh, what is the guy's name? The sword guy? Zoro. Yeah, Christopher Sabat is Zoro, so I just hear Piccolo. And Usopp the pirate is Sonny Strait, which is Krillin. So it's pretty cool though. And I know it's Funimation, they have their in-house guys, but it's pretty funny to hear all these voices. And I know it happens a lot because, especially in video games, obviously Troy Baker's a huge, big voice actor now in the video game world, and yeah, so he's in various games. And I know there's a lot of times in Atlas's RPGs, various RPGs they make and games they make, such as Catherine and Persona, obviously, that a lot of those guys, tend to carry over into different games. So I don't know, stuff you kind of notice after you play these games sometimes. So it's pretty cool. I like it. they do a damn good job at what they do. So I always thought it was super cool to be a voice actor, but I don't think I have the vocal range to do it. I don't think it would be very good. But a man can dream, right? But no, One Piece is pretty cool. I think I'm on episode 16 right now, so I'm still pretty early. At first, it was a little slow. It took me a while to really get interested, especially in the beginning, where you're just kind of learning about Luffy, learning about what he's all about, and all that kind of stuff, and going through some of the first pirate things. And I was like, whatever. It's an anime, and I don't know. It's really picking up now. Characters are being fleshed out a little bit more. Had the first, I mean, they had a bad guy before, but this is like the first real, bad evil guy. It's like, man, this guy's really kind of a douchebag. But yeah, so learning about that, and just getting more into that series. It's good. It's good. I am watching the English version of those as well, because I don't know. I did watch some of the Japanese version when I first started watching it, but I know they only have about like the first 300 or so episodes in English, and I think the series had about 600, some crazy number, 600 episodes. So I want to get myself used to the Japanese stuff, because I'm not going to wait years and years for them to dub that to English. It's not going to happen. So when that happens, I'll just watch the episodes, because I ain't trying to wait all this time. We aced the team, and like, oh come on, this game was kind of frustrating. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, that's been pretty cool. I'm going to go through the English dub for now, but let's switch over to the Japanese dub once I run out of my English episodes to watch. Who knows how much I'll take. And also part of the reason why I wanted to get into One Piece was because I went to Anime Expo last year in downtown LA at the convention center, and there were a lot of people dressed up in One Piece stuff. I saw a lot of Luffy hats, a lot of people wearing his customary jeans, shorts, and red tank and Luffy hat. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool, or I should say the straw hat. And I was like, oh, what is this anime? So I had heard of One Piece. I knew the name. God, that Lux, dude. I had heard of the name, but I didn't really know too much about One Piece in general. So I knew it was about a pirate, and I knew they had a lot of things, a lot of merchandise going on with it too. I know it's really picked up in the States as of late. So I think, I don't know, but I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I like it. So it's something I'm gonna keep up with that and watch that some more, because it's caught my attention, and it's a long series, and that's gonna be an investment, because freaking 600 episodes of craziness. Ugh. It's hard enough for me to sit down and watch Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. It's a great show, and I'm in season 2. And as much as I enjoy the show, I can't actually bring myself to sit down and watch it, because I'm a weird person, because I'm either playing video games or watching sports, and that's pretty much why I can't finish Breaking Bad on those books, because it's too distracting other things. But I don't know. So that's that. So I'm gonna do my best to get through One Piece and get through it, and live out that awesomeness. But the Dragon Ball Super excited for that. I am going to Anime Expo again this year. I wanted to do cosplaying. I don't know what to cosplay as, especially being a black dude. I don't really know too much about black guys in anime. So, and I hate the whole. I don't hate it, but it's I don't know. I feel weird going as like black dude or a black version of a white character. I don't know. That'd be kind of strange. So I'm probably not going to do that. I was thinking about doing a cosplay of Lucian, which is a champion here in League of Legends. One of the carries. It's a pretty cool guy. So I was thinking about doing that, but first of all, I need to get in shape, and second of all, it's too expensive to do that. So that's not going to happen. So I think this year I'm going to go as a general fan of Anime Expo and just live it out. Last year I went for about 2 hours on the final day, and I had my friend had invited me. She had an extra ticket to go to Anime Expo. I was like, yeah, why not? I'll go check it out. And dude, that place is awesome. It was so cool, and just seeing all the anime fans, and they had all the the different merchandise and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool, and I'm excited to go back again this year, which is weekend of the 4th of July. So that's gonna be pretty baller. So anyway, this game is coming to an end, I believe. As you can see, they're at the Nexus. So thanks a lot, guys, for listening to me ramble about anime, which I was planning on doing, but yeah, there you go. So my anime ramble and my talk about just anime in general and everything. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time on some more League of Legends. Peace out.